Hi, my name is Jessica Duda, and I'm making a video today on how to play the snare drum. First two things you'll need are your snare sticks and your snare drum or drum pad. I'm using a drum pad because the snare would be really loud. Whenever you learn to play the snare drum, the first thing you learn is how to hold your sticks. There are many ways to do this, and the two main ways are matched and traditional styles. Today we will be learning both, but we will be using matched. Your right hand you will be holding with your thumb about 3 inches from the bottom of the stick, and then your index finger will go with it right there, and you'll just pinch the stick kind of. And then you can play with it like that. It's hard because you don't have much control, but it'll swing back and forth. After that, you wrap your fingers around the stick, and you finish. And then you don't want to wrap very tightly, because if you wrap really tightly, then it's harder to get movement from the stick. So you just want it right there so it kind of cradles it. And then whenever you play, you will feel the rebound of the stick hit your fingers, and then you can pop it back up, and that gives you the ability to play faster. Now, your left hand is a bit more complicated if you want to play traditional style. Traditional style, you put the stick right in between your thumb and your index finger, and then you make them touch right here. And you run your middle finger up the end of the stick, and then your other two fingers are just there for support. And then you can play. However, we will be playing with match style because that is the style that I played with in high school and I'm way more comfortable with. So, after you've learned how to hold your sticks properly, then you learn rhythms. I have been playing snare for a very long time, for almost 8 years now, and the first day of practice I can remember we were learning about time signatures and quarter notes. The time signature that we will be in is 4/4 time. In order to explain that to you would take a lot longer than 5 minutes. Basically, there are 4 beats per measure, and each quarter note gets 1 beat. So there are 4 quarter notes per measure. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's our basic rhythm. In order to make it more complicated, we had 1/8 notes and 16th notes, triplets, half notes, whole notes, 30-second notes, a whole bunch of things. And that will lead us to our finished product. However, in order to begin that, I will just give you a basic description of what everything is. We already went over quarter notes. 1/8 notes split those in half, so it will be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. 16th notes make that go even further. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. That is a pretty difficult rhythm, especially for a beginner. After that, there's triplets, triplet, 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 1. And there are also 9 tuplets and 30-second notes, which are extremely complicated and really hard to play. Now, after you have learned this, then it's time to warm up before you start playing. A warm-up that I did in high school was called 8/8. It's just straight 1/8 notes. And I will just play a part of it. After you've been properly warmed up, then you can start playing your set-out piece. The piece that I will be playing today is called Adrenaline, and it was our marching show for my senior year. Now, it's very difficult, and a beginner could probably not play it, but it's the piece that I know very well and still know. So that's the one that I chose to pick to play today. All of these elements that have been combined, from holding your sticks properly to rhythms and other rhythms and notes and everything like that, all are combined in the final product of a musical or another piece, a marching band piece or something like that. So I will be playing Adrenaline today. That is the first movement of Adrenaline, and this is how you play the snare drum.